Oh my God, guys. Are you serious? I've been just running my mouth. Well, again, let me do that again. Hello and welcome back. We have had technical difficulties tonight. Yes. And like I was just saying, everything great that you try to do, you always got that little devil, that little something that just try to jump in the way of it. But you already know we pole all over by just simply praying that situation on down. So we up and going tonight, guys. I definitely hope you had a great week this week. I know you guys still probably got to get up in the morning, but I, on the other hand, have that day off. So I will get to sleep in. Don't look at me like that. Don't be mad. I be having to get up. I be having to move. Even if I work inside of the house, I still have to move on somebody else's time. So I definitely understand the frustration. Again, I wanted to go back because I was mute at the time. So I want to say thank you guys for tuning in last week. Last week's conversation was everything to me. I know there it could be some delay in or lag going on. So if you have to jump out and jump back in, sometimes that clears it up. I definitely tried to do my best to clear it up for you guys this week to make everything run a little bit smoother. So let's just work together on it. But that's my only, suggestion is to jump out and just jump back in. Okay? Moving forward, I definitely know I have my YouTubers watching, so let me also tell you guys, thank you for joining in. If you have not already subscribed or joined, definitely go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you're not going to miss any episode. Because conversations are going to be real, and definitely I would like for them to carry on. And also, if you guys have any topics that you like to discuss or something that you want to bring to the table, I would definitely like to put it out there. All you have to do is drop that in the comments. Make sure that, oh yeah, did y'all see that? Y'all saw that? Yeah, they ain't done. Okay. We ain't gonna talk about it. That's just something else this week. So that's what I'm saying. So I didn't get a chance to do that. So okay. We ain't gonna give him no reverence. No reverence. No reverence. Okay. So as y'all can see, I got the house all to myself. She gapped out. Y'all, it's gonna be just that though. Y'all better stop playing with me. Cause you already know TTG, we trained to go, baby. We do what's necessary to get the job done. So we can have all of that. And then, okay? Okay. No, I can't roll my tongue, so I couldn't give it to y'all proper like. Don't judge me. Who all can do that? You can judge. If you can do that, then hit me up. Show me how to do that. I need tutorials on that. Okay. Yeah, I'll be like, she is retarded. Yes. For those that didn't know that I was for real, for real. No. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming back to see us this evening. I hope you had an awesome week. Shout out to Pretty Boy Suave and Mary Lewis. Thank you. And what's going on with you, Mr. White? Mr. White? I'm not bull. Listen, tell somebody what's going on. Cause listen. This is what we do. We gotta kick back and talk about this. If we don't get it off our chest, I know y'all don't think I'm finna hold it all in. Okay. So yeah. All right. So getting into tonight's show. So I wanted to bring a lighter subject So I was kind of in between, but I already dropped the beans, and I already let you guys to know that tonight's show is going to be about blended families. So when I say that, I'm not speaking in regards to lifestyles in regards to blended. I'm not. I'm speaking in regards to if you have children and your mate doesn't have any, or if you or they have children and you don't have any or don't desire to have any. So I want to know what you guys think about it. I want to know, when I looked at y'all know I'm not gonna be coming at y'all with no little sideways conversation. So I definitely did a little homework just to make sure it was all on point and our knowledge based information. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe in that, knowing what you're talking about. So when I did take a look at what the business was in regards to the blended families, guys, I learned that 16% of children are living in blended families. And that the number of kids living in blended families has been really stable. Like it's no more than like they're not doing Brady Bunch numbers anymore. I mean, maybe in some areas, but or in some places, but in regards to that, what I mean is it's not like you're coming in with five or four, but then in some cases you do, you know what I'm saying? And that's what tonight's topic is all about. If you have if you're in a marriage situation or you're about to get married into a situation, do you know how does that work? How do you feel about your situation if you're already in it? And if you haven't already gotten into that, then how do you feel about the situation? If you don't have any kids and you're coming into a situation where it's another baby mama or a baby daddy involved, you know what I'm saying, in the situation, and you're trying to be with this woman or man, and y'all are in love, you know what I'm saying, by all accounts. But at the end of the day, you gotta be able to build a relationship with the kids as well. So and some people feel that you don't have to have a relationship, but I suggest that it be one, because I would think that already is getting off to the wrong foot, getting off on the wrong foot. So again, thank you all for watching tonight. But let's get into bringing out some of your feelings in regards to that situation. I want to know. I would like to know, and again, guys, I do see the comments. So if at any point it seems as though there's a lot of lag, please comment and let me know so that I can see if there's something I can do to correct that. Because I really want us to be able to talk about this tonight. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put our first question up. I would like to know how you feel about the situation. So we're going to run it off of a poll tonight, guys. We're going to try to run it off of a poll. So you guys on Instagram won't be able to participate, but I am still, again, watching all of the comments. So if you would like to participate in it, I'll definitely be reading out all comments. And moving forward, we'll just go from there with the conversation, okay? So first question is going to be, does your kids' opinion matter? Does your kids' opinion matter about who you're with or who you're about to be with in regards to being in a blended family? Does your kids' opinion matter? I know whenever I got into a different relationship, I took the time to sit down with mine and ask them, I wanted to know what they felt, because this is somebody that's going to be living in the same house. They're going to be sharing the same everything with us. So I definitely wanted them to be comfortable. And I just didn't have a problem with asking them. And definitely mine didn't have no problem with answering either. So yeah, I want you guys to take a look here. It should be popping up. Like I said, I do know there is some lag going on. And also, in regards to that, how do you, are you comfortable going to your kids and talking to them about that? If you're bringing someone new in to their life, and they know that they still have a relationship with their father or their mother, when you're bringing someone new in, do you, when you're asking them, do you feel like that's a conversation you're comfortable having with your kids? Because age is always a factor as well, whether they'll understand or not. So again, you should be able to see your poll come up, and that's how I'll be able to judge it. Let's see here. Okay. So okay, I'm seeing here on my screen it is gonna show up in just a moment. It was some lag even in that situation, guys. I'm sorry. And I won't keep apologizing for technology. I will not. And I talk to my devices because we don't never know when they're gonna start actually talking back. You could be talking anyway, and you got Siri who just pop up answering you and everything. Don't even I'm like, ain't no who asked you? Nobody was talking to you. Get out my business. Get out of my business. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just gonna leave that up there. And then I'm gonna follow that one up because I know that you guys may be unfamiliar with how to operate that. But again, still, if you are able to comment, I'm watching the comments also. So just go ahead and put your comments, drop your comments in the box there as well. Oh, and I hope it does not look like it looks for me to you guys. But yes, but in regards to the conversation, I also was thinking, in regards, I was talking to one of my girlfriends today when she asked me, she was asking what was my topic going to be. So when I talked to her, I was like, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna tell you, you just gotta watch, you gotta watch. And she was like, no, tell me. She was like, what are you talking about? So I went ahead and told her. She said, oh no. She said, no, I do not ever want to be in that situation. She said flat out that that's just not the situation that she would even go for. So, whenever you're with people, you don't actually, the way that I'll say it seems, it's like people are not having these discussions because you end up with somebody that either doesn't want to have kids or they don't want to deal with your kids. So it's like y'all have to have these conversations. You have to talk about these things, like how these people feel about children and if they want children and if they feel that they can love the kids as if they were their own, because that's how it should be. And then when the kids come into play, they may not feel as out of place, which kind of leads me into the next question that I have for you guys is, so if they're not comfortable and they're telling you like mom or dad, I don't like this person, I don't want to be around this person, then when there is conflict, How do you resolve that situation? How would you resolve that situation in where you don't want to take the stance where you're taking sides, but you've got your kid over here and you've got an adult, you know, the person that you love over here on the other hand. So how does that resonate with you? You know, how would you resolve a situation like that without feeling that you're taking anybody's side? I can tell you right now, that is always the case. I mean, with a kid, especially, because that is the first thing they will say. They will say, "Oh my God, like you are taking their side," and it's like, why? Why would you think that I would just be against what? Tell you right now, that is always the case. I mean, with a kid, especially, because I'm showing myself. Oh goodness, hold on. That was wild. Okay, to say the least. But okay. All right, I love these results on here. So right here, right now, we're 1-1. So I do want to go ahead and go on to the next question though. As I asked before, you know, how should you resolve an issue between your child and the step parent without appearing to be taking sides? So I'm sorry. Let's see if I can do something to better enhance that for you guys. I'm sorry. Is that better? Hey, Tay, thank you for joining in. So is that better? Can you hear me better? So also tonight, I just realized that what I might be doing is, because I did want to be able to join someone on and to be able to talk, because I told you guys I don't like that. I hate it. I hate it. Just watching the screen and just talking, but I know you guys are out there and I know you feel me. Okay? So, but what I am doing tonight is I am going to join someone on. More than likely, I'm going to be joining them through the Instagram live so that I can actually be able to communicate and connect with my people over there as well. So, you guys should be able to hear the questions or the statements, and if not, I want you guys to also give me some feedback over here on my Facebook live. Okay. You guys just let me know if you can't hear them. But to join someone on, you may not be able to see them, but you'll be able to hear them. And so we're going to see if we can't try that. And then say if you would like to be joined in, because I love your conversation. You know, it's all the time. We have a good one. But if you would like to be joined in just in regards to answering one of those questions or expand on the topic, definitely go ahead and send in a request and I'll go ahead and join you on. How about that? Yeah. Because I definitely do. I love talking to others just to get it. And like the lag is so bad that I don't want to be leaving anybody out. I want to be able to talk to you guys because that's what this is all about. And even once the podcast has ended, you can still go over and post your comments either on the Facebook under the post, or you can also go over on YouTube and on Instagram and place your comments, and definitely we'll piggyback around sometimes and talk about that subject again, and definitely put those comments in there. So yeah, and that poll is steady changing. I love it. I love it. So in a situation tonight, guys, if you missed the topic of the conversation, it was simply about blended families. If you know, how do you feel, or how do you have that conversation with your children? And does your children's opinion matter as far as who you're with and how you bring them into your fold or bring them into the home? And so, you know, and do you feel that your kids' opinion matters? And you don't want to also, in a situation where they're having conflict, how do you resolve that without taking it, or the take side effect? So those are the questions at hand. And the poll is already up, and I'm going to leave that poll up in regards to, does your kid's opinion matter? Okay? So moving forward, you know, again, how can you avoid the taking sides? I know I sat and thought about it for myself. And again, like I said, I've ran across that on a many occasion where it's the feeling that I'm taking sides with the person I'm with over the child. And it just depends on the situation. I have to always explain to them it definitely depends on the issue at hand, and how I've already seen you move. Then I'll know how to go about that situation. So I know in a parent child situation, again, age can make a difference because, you know, oh my God, that just made me think about it. Okay, so what if you have someone that you're marrying that is close to your child's age for the older generation, and you have, what do they call it, May December relationships? Does how does that work? You know what I'm saying? You got the kids that are almost the same age, so in that regard, it's like, do you look at the respect factor there? you know do you expect them to look at them as their parent, as their parent role model or figure? Definitely. Definitely, these are questions and conversations that are good for the table. I'm bringing them to the table. So I do have a few comments that I want to go ahead, and I'm so glad that tonight we were able to go ahead and get those in, because the other night we had good conversation, but it all crunk up towards the end of the hour. So try to jump on tonight and move a little bit faster pace with it. I love it. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So Pretty Boy Suave says, I feel it's good to get a feel for how they feel about the person. But at the end of the day, you're the parent. True. You are the parent. You are the parent. And you do have to make those type of decisions. But at the same time, you being the parent, you have to make a solid decision for you and that child. So, in my opinion, it's one of those situations where it is a fine line. You can tell if a person is feeling a child or feeling being that type of parent or role model, and if that child is going to be able to grow from that situation or not. I feel like that's something that we all know just by, you're raising that child, you're raising that kid, so you can pretty much gauge what they are about and what's going on with your kid. But this new person that you're bringing in, that's a whole nother subject. That's always a question and a guess factor, even for the person that's bringing that other person in. It's always a guess factor. You never know how things are going to work out. So with that being said, it is a on guard situation. I feel like a lot of times, if my kids had said no to certain situations, then that would have been an easier no for me. But at the end of the day, I feel like, I have told, my kids in the past, you can't choose anyone for me no more than I can choose anybody for you. So in that regard, I did take it into concept, or into consideration rather. Wrong word. Consideration. Took it into consideration how they felt about that person, and I definitely asked questions just to get a feel for how they felt about that person before I brought them in. And then we had the discussion. But one thing that I did notice, just raising minds in the house, like, I did get the feeling that they were like, and you may see this with your kids too, but they love that person. And then when they come into that role model where they have to put down rules, they have to say no, they have to, something, everything can't be yes, oh my God, changed everything drastically. Drastically. So, I mean, those are the things that I know you have to take into consideration as well. Nobody wants to have any chaos in their home. So, I definitely know that that's the situation that you want to you want to get under control. You don't want that. You want everybody to be on one accord in your house. You want peace. You should. If you don't have it, please try it. You will love it. You will love it. But yeah. what do you feel about that situation? Blended families. I also have another. It says, let's see, for a reason to make the best decisions for y'all. Okay, so yes. Oh, that was the extended. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, you're the parent for a reason to make the best decisions for y'all. It can ahead be viewed as taking sides some kind of way. So yeah, either way you go about the situation, I always feel that as well. That there's no win in that situation. There is no win in that situation. Like, you're going to make somebody's going to be feeling alienated at the end of the day. Somebody is going to feel like you to their side and, oh my God, how did you do that? Why did you do that? I can't believe you did that. So yeah. Okay, hold on 1 minute. All right. Hello there. Hello, and thank you. Thank you. All right. So I am going to go ahead and invite someone. Let's see if we can get somebody up here to tell us what they feel about this. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. I already know. I am so. Yo, yo. Hello. You picked a bad day. Stop it. Never a bad day for a diva, baby. Never a bad day. You can just pass that hat on over here. Welcome to TTG TV Live Podcast. How you doing officially, Hoskin? I'm doing okay, Awesome. So, I don't know if you caught it. I just saw you join. I wanted to ask you what you thought about tonight's topic. So, I'll bring you up to speed really quick. Our tonight's topic is blended families. And how do you have that conversation with your child that you're bringing someone in, or do you feel that your child's opinion matters? I'm sorry for the lag, guys. I'm so sorry for the lag. So she said that definitely she feels that their opinion does matter. Definitely. I don't know a parent that would say that they don't, but if you do feel strongly about it and you don't feel, that your kid's opinion matters about who you're with, or, having a conversation with bringing them in, then definitely comment below. Come on, drop those comments, and I definitely will go ahead and join that on. I want to definitely talk about this subject tonight because, again, I know sometimes we have things going on and we really don't want to we don't want to tell somebody that thing is going on, but at the end of the day, you don't realize how many other people are going through the same damn thing. So you don't just hold that good knowledge, you pass it on, or you try to find out the best way you can. I'm so sorry at the official Ty Hoskin. It seems like we got froze, so I'm gonna have to drop it. But definitely we're gonna try to join her back at a later time. And she already told me it was the wrong time anyway, so I'm probably gonna get fussed at. Yes, I already know. All right. So again, I don't know what's going on with my camera, guys, but we're gonna go move forward because again, we just can't allow it to stop us. So back to what we were talking about. So I had been thinking about doing this conversation as one of my first conversations, because it was like I really feel like that's one that will touch somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, having these conversations is needed for the soul. Some people need that just to get that release out instead of holding those things in. I do know that when we get into it next week, we will be discussing depression, because I am learning more and more day by day that more people suffer and are struggling with that than I even realized. I had no idea. So, I mean, if there's something that I know, I would definitely like to pass that on to you guys. So, I do know some things that might be able to assist you in regards to, meditation practices, as well as just taking time out to really just forgive yourself for whatever it is that you're going through. Like, I know that that everybody goes through something, so you're never by yourself. You're never alone. So that's one of those things I really want you guys to take home with you next week. But again, like I said, it looks like we lost the official Ty Hoskins. So definitely we'll try to join someone else in a moment once I've been able to free my line. And in regards to our poll, guys, so far our poll is moving wonderfully. People are commenting. I want you to take a look here, because like, this is a real topic. And tell me, Mary, how do you feel about it? What do you feel about bringing in? Because I mean, you have those situations where there are ones that, you have small children, you get with someone and you have children, you have children with that person, and then you realize the difference in that person. So do how do you deal, because now they have their own kid with you, so then you've already been parent to this other kid, but that's not all the way your kid. So it's like all of those blended family issues that could be right there on the surface. And my only question to you is, really, honestly and truly, do you take the time or care what it is that your kids are taking in and how they feel about the situation? And how do you feel that you should handle that situation? If it comes down to any type of altercations or something, because it may be something that that the next person doesn't know, and I feel that you should be able to pass that knowledge along. And yes, there are always those underlying issues. Yes, they are. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Sai. That was a swoop sweet. Thank you. Okay, so yes, all day long, guys. You just tell me what you think about the subject, and definitely don't forget to put your comments in the comment box below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Don't forget that notification bell over there on YouTube, so that you're never gonna miss any of these podcasts as they're going out. We are going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break, guys, just so that I can give you a moment to get your soda, get your snacks, whatever, to wind down, and we'll go ahead and close out tonight, okay? So we'll be right with you in 3. All right, guys, we're back. Thanks. I'm again talking. One of these days I'll figure it out, okay? So, back to our topic at hand. I did want to go back to our topic and speak on when I was telling you that I had already had a conversation with one of my friends, and she was telling me that she's just not that person. She does not see herself as being one that wants to go into a relationship with another person that has children, and she has to go through all that goes with it. And so she's just like, no, I cut it off at the jump. She was like, because she don't want to have that conversation with her children. She don't even want to bring anybody to her into hers in regards to the relationship she has with hers. So with that being said, I know that there are strong feelings in regards to that subject, and we actually didn't even go so far as to get into, well, what would you do in that situation? Because again, she said she would just have cut it off right there at the nitty gritty. She would not have carried on into a relationship once she knew she was going to have to be in like a step parent situation. Now, I've had a little bit of both. I've had one where I was dating someone that had children, and I love that kid. That kid that made a good connection with me, and we got along just fine. And even when I see the kid now, it's still hugs and kiss and everything. And I think that just goes without saying. It's all upon the individual, how they go about the situation. But I also have had those situations where I've been with someone that does not have their own kids. My lifestyle speaks on that because, the people that I've been with, even inside of my lifestyle, have not had children of their own. Now, I do acknowledge a stepdaughter, which is someone that is very close to the family that my spouse took care of or was there for previous to me. So, that has nothing to do with me. I would never stop the connection between them because they had nothing. I know y'all built something. I wouldn't stand in the way of that. So I definitely get that there are so many different avenues when it comes to a blended family that you have to have that conversation with the other individual just to know where their mindset is, just so that you're not bringing the wrong person in. Because goodness gracious, again, it's always at the end of the day, the person is coming in and they're sharing everything. Your time, your space, your everything, facilities, the whole nine. So in that regard, you want that situation to be as comfortable as possible for everybody involved. There will be times where there will be issues, but even in those moments, I can only encourage you guys to do as I do, and that's pray that situation right out the door, because at the end of the day, you want to be with this person, you're building something with someone, and then you have your relationship with your children as well. And again, like I said, I am a firm believer that, it's definitely got to be a conversation had before that person comes in. It should. It could eliminate some of the, disconnect. At the end of the day, communication ruled the nation. So take that to heart, just keep that in mind. When you guys are out here and, everybody may be, not really wanting to be honest with themselves, but you're out here soul searching and you already got kids and things, just take into consideration who you're bringing in, what their intentions are, what their patience is, because you have to think about it, ladies and gentlemen, things can be a bit stressful at times, so you definitely don't want to add to that by bringing in chaos that doesn't even have to be had. All you have to have is that good conversation, and if they're honest, they'll be honest and tell you, hey, I'm not into that, or hey, yeah, I'm all for the family thing, I'm all for it. You got the Brady Bunch, you know what I'm saying, and they got along just fine. So it's possible. It's definitely possible. I've seen very good things come from it, and I've seen some tragic things to come from blended families. So, again, now my mom, I have to speak on her because I always have the most respect when it comes to something like that conversation, when it comes to her, because she just was very serious about who. And if shoot, you got wrong with her, you out that door so fast, your head spinning. So, it was just one of those situations where it's like, just think about what you have going on and how it affects the ones that you're around, the ones that you love, the ones that you are responsible for. And always, always remember that conversation is key. It is key. It shouldn't just be that rule, just that because they always told me that out of the mouths of babes comes a lot of things. So you even if you can filter out, even if you have maybe a problem child, look at the situation that's causing them to be a problem child. It may have something to do with what's going on around him at the same time. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, I definitely enjoyed tonight's conversation with you guys. Thank you so much for joining. And again, next week we will be speaking on. I don't know. I'm about ready to get silly with you guys. I really am. I'm thinking about a really funny topic that I really want to talk to you guys about, but I'm not quite sure how to bring it to the table yet. So, and I got to be respectful of the channels and the platforms that I'm on. So, and you guys know I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up, okay? So when I tell y'all gonna be like, this girl is crazy. This girl is crazy. No, it's not me. It's not me. Well, maybe. But at the end of the day, we shall see, huh? I'm on here with you guys, and I think that a lot of you guys are, I would say, agreeing with me more so than not. So, at the end of the day, y'all already know I got my commentary going on in the background. They always got the most to say. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Okay, but back to you guys. I have definitely enjoyed again tonight's topic. If you did not get a chance to join in the conversation tonight, still, like I said, follow me over on YouTube. Drop your comments over there. We will be revisiting the subject again. I'm newly working on how to get other people added in on the feed. So I will be doing that hopefully next week. And again, I think it's going to be a funny one because, like I said, the more people we can get involved and I can get going a good conversation with you guys so that it's not so much a poll or it's not a feed. I got to sit here and read your comments. I want you guys to definitely be a part of what's going on here. So just keep following, just keep watching. And definitely, we're going up from here, okay? No questions asked. So, and anyway, we Bogart. We taking what we want. So, y'all already know. Like I said, hope you guys enjoyed tonight's podcast, the topic, and spread the word. Let everybody know we're up and going every Thursday night at 9. I'm going to be starting at 9, guys, because I know I don't want to hold you guys up. Everybody's trying to wind down and enjoy the rest of their night. So, again, like I said, I get it. I want you to be able to relax, but I also want to have those hot topics for you, and I want you to feel like you can come here and talk about whatever, whenever, let it all go, okay? So, again, drop your comments. If you have not already hit that subscribe button, make sure that you do that and that notification bell so that you're not going to miss the podcast, okay? Also, before I go, this is it, I promise. I am doing free promotion. You guys just checked out our commercial break. So with our commercial break, if you would like to join or have your business or brand to be put out on my commercial break, definitely go ahead and inbox me. Just let me know and I'll send you the information link on how you can go ahead and send that to me. And I can go ahead and add you in and give you some free promotion. Again, awesome conversation tonight. I enjoyed you all. Hope you guys enjoyed the view. Love you guys. Stay TTG and 10 toes down and parade up.